Okay, today is May. Good grief, is November the 5th. Um, another week gone by. Not a lot of real evident progress, but a lot of incremental progress. We have the tree sections that will be milled into components for us. Pecan sections there. Now they're going to be easier to pick up. We've moved them from other spots in the yard. We have our working dumpster in the spot where we want it. We have an earthen ramp built, getting ready for the steel workers. They've come by and checked things out, and they'll be here early next week, weather permitting, to shoot the levels on all the pads, confirm all their dimensions, continue fabricating, come out to the site with their crane truck, set it up, use smaller equipment to hold the material in place, and they'll start welding. They're going to start from the back, work their way toward the front, which of course makes sense. They don't want to paint themselves in a corner and not be able to get their equipment out of there. It's really hard to imagine now how strange the posts are going to look standing there by themselves. I think once the mass of the house is sitting on top and we create a little bit of mass around the entry and around the elevator shaft, I think it'll all make sense, but for a while it's going to look a little top heavy. Not much work in here. The little third car garage is set up. We're going to be doing some electrical in here. We have to finalize our electrical numbers and contract, so we can start roughing in here one siding. We've gotten a number to build the smaller gauge steel work, the rails around the property, stairwell in the front, barn doors in here, and so forth. So that's exciting to get that checked off the list. An excellent craftsman on that project. This is the storeroom. The window that opens to the neighbor and the window that opens toward the front. We'll have lots of light. We'll probably also be able to do things like lay out Christmas lights and projects in here. So the light will be important. So it'll be a nice room. It won't be a dark, closed storeroom. Have a nice open access so we can get larger pieces, tables, storage tables, shelving units through the door easily. Starting to reframe the window openings. We're going to place windows back in several of these openings. Again, we can close off this room, make it pretty much weather tight. We are going to have a flood vent down here, but it'll be pretty weather tight, where you can have an event, or the grandkids can party, or Pam can have a painting class out here. Any number of things. We are going to have to block off a couple windows, as you can see, because of the house structure and the equipment platform structure that will be directly in front of those, what used to be windows. So no sense in looking at that. This will be the opening. Comes out to the entertainment area. You see the decks, infills have been completed. This gives you a pretty good sense of the size of the entertainment area. The trailer is sitting basically where the vestibule will be, the secured vestibule that enables us to go up and down, in and out of the house securely. Not air conditioned, not sheetrock, not finished. It'll look nice. It'll feel nice, but it won't really be a conditioned room that you typically have in a house. You won't really get in conditioned space till you up in the second level. If you look in front of me, there's a double plate right there on the wall, that double plate represents the top of the post, steel posts, the bottom of the steel beams. So if you envision a 12-inch deep steel beam above that level, and then a 12-inch floor joist above that level, that's where our new floor will start. So it's probably close to the top of that old window opening. That's probably a pretty fair estimate of where we're going to be standing when the house is finished. And then the house will cantilever out to, I don't know, probably close to the edge of that vertical plywood piece. It, of course, will be at the upper level, but that's about the alignment. Again, you can take in the uninterrupted views and imagine being another 12 feet above this. You can see how nice the completion of the deck looks, taking out all the little notches that have been there forever. Just makes it make more sense. And ultimately what we will do is we will paint out the slab and the decking in a similar fashion. Slab won't be perfect. It's not going to be polished and finished. We'll grind it a little bit so it's not a problem, and we'll fill the divots, but it's mainly just going to be color and finish. But you can see where the post will stand upon it, and then the beams will be above, and above the beams will be a T111 plywood ceiling, and above that the floor joist. So it'll be a very clean look. There won't be any issue with it looking unfinished. And then this is the area that will get the steel rail fencing that goes around the entire area. It'll be continuous. It will have an epay cap that kind of sets it off. So while there's a lot of steel down here, there'll be just enough wood to warm it up, you know, and make it comfortable. And the epay cap won't be as hot as steel, and we'll camp the top of it so that it doesn't collect water and so forth. But looking good. Everything's going well. Trying to keep budgets under control and projections, but you know, so far everything's workable. Just have a few more numbers to get, and we can kind of finish off the subcontracting on this and just continue. So that's it for this week. Hopefully next week there's a little bit of steel. We don't know what the weather's going to do. But until then, we'll see you.